Chief Bisi Akande, a former governor of Osun and pioneer interim chairman of the All Progressives Congress (APC), has appealed to those agitating for Nigeria's breakup to bury such thoughts. Akande made the appeal on Monday in Ibadan during the inauguration of a project owned by Chief Adebayo Adelabu, a former CBN deputy governor and APC governorship candidate in the 2019 elections. The News Agency of Nigeria reports that Akande, alongside other prominent Nigerians, were in Ibadan for the 50th birthday anniversary of Adelabu. He said that allowing Yoruba to break away from Nigeria might lead to bloodshed and avoidable civil war that would further decimate the people. Akande called on those agitating for a Yoruba nation to bury the idea, saying the nation couldn't afford to witness another war. Those agitating for a Yoruba nation should have a rethink. This country must remain united to save it from war. Yoruba will be in war for another 100 years if Nigeria is allowed to break, he said. He said that Nigeria was a product of war, adding that the country came into existence after Yoruba people had gone into 100 years of wars. According to the former governor, most African countries and Western world envy Nigeria because the country is the heartbeat of Africa. Akande said that Francophone countries across the world have been praying for Nigeria to break because they weren't comfortable with the country's strength. Those tormenting Nigeria are doing so because they are products of failed states. It is a difficult task to stop crimes, particularly in a corrupt society. Now that some Nigerians are talking about breaking because of difficulties, they didn't know that a man who cannot endure will collapse and die. Only enduring country can stay, he said. Governor Gboyega Oyetola of Osun State, who inaugurated the project, commended Adelabu, saying the project would meet the yearnings of jobless youth in the state and Nigeria. He said that Adelabu had embarked on people-oriented projects aimed at providing employment for the youth in Oyo State, Nigeria, and Africa. Earlier, Adelabu said that his defeat in the 2019 election was only a delay and not a denial. Adelabu said that his loss in the election was a blessing in disguise, adding that it would make him a better governor than he would have been in 2019. He said that the interest in the governorship race was still very much alive, promising to double his efforts in 2023. NAN reports that the event was attended by Dr. Bafemi Hamzat, the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, and Chief Moses Adeyemo, former Deputy Governor for Oyo State. Others were Chief Akin-Oke, APC Chairman in Oyo State, Mr. Akim Adeyemi, Mr. Segun Odebunmi, among other dignitaries. Good and fine. These are the words that we are supposed to be hearing. Of course, people who want to make peace, those who are calling for this and all of that. But the question I want to ask is that when somebody says, I want to go my separate way, like what we have in Britain, the British people said, we don't want to be together with the EU. Did they fight? There was a referendum, and the referendum settled the whole thing, and they are still going on the process on how they are going to separate. Finally, they very separated, but by 2021, everything will be documented. They went for a referendum. People voted whether to stay back or not to stay back. Was there any whatever war there? And I don't understand. You people, you are there. You've been in power. You've been this. You've been that. You are still part of this Chief Bisi Akande. You are part of the system that we are in now. What have you guys done? You see things going up. You are telling that some people who do not endure, they will die. No, the kind of life Nigerians are living now. How do you describe it? These are the old men that are deceiving people. All of them, they are eating very well. They've been eating. They've been in government for God knows when. They've been enjoying the dividends of whatever, whether I call it democracy, of governance or whatever. They are the ones enjoying. Those are the people who are always coming from the other angle. Majority of them. We still have some people, maybe out of fear, some people out of ignorance. They will say, let us continue with one Nigeria. I'm a lover of good things. Whatever you think that will bring peace, that will bring comfort to the people. I mean, for that, anything that you think. But my own opinion, my own point of view, and my own perception concerning all this is that once you are doing something over and over again and you are not getting results, then why continue doing that thing? Why can't you change strategy? And we know that those who are saying, oh, Nigeria, Nigeria should continue to be one Nigeria, majority of them are selfish because of their selfish interest. All these people, according to what we know, we learn now, or we've heard, that this Chief Bisi, a former governor of Osun State, and you can imagine a former governor. I don't know what is obtainable in that state. Do you know that as we speak now, majority of the, whether it is a uniform thing, but we know that majority of these ex-governors, they are getting paid. They are getting paid. They are still paying them, whether as pension or as gratuity or whatever. They are still getting some kind of remunerations, even as ex-governor. So you want to tell me this guy is going to suffer? His children is going to suffer? You want to tell me this man, this chief, you think he's going to be thinking of how his grandchildren, because of course I believe he'll have grandchildren, or even before he became a grandfather, if he has not become one, before he became a grandfather, you think his problem that then will be, oh, and how I'm going to pay my children's school fees, oh, how am I going to pay my bills, how am I going to, no, that is not the issue with him. Not to talk of now. And you think that his children will be thinking of, oh, how they want to get a job, how they want to get this. Even if they can't get a job, if they are not even interested in government job, they have money to do business. They already have money. Everything is working for them. You don't expect these people to come out from the angle of, oh, this and this and that. That people should not talk about a separation. If you guys have done well, nobody, like I've said times without number, nobody wants problem. Everybody wants peace. You see a lot of Nigerians going to other countries to go and seek refuge there. They don't know anybody. They don't talk about this thing. They don't even know. They don't even know how the system, the people who are in charge of the system of the place, who are at the end of affair, who are controlling those places, the leaders of those places. They just know that those people who are there, they are doing the right thing, and the place is conducive. It is not their country, but in their own country, it's a different thing. You are suffering. If things are being done rightly, who would want trouble? Nobody. Everybody loves peace. Majority of the people, of course, some people are troublemakers. Of course, we can't just make an excuse for them. But what we are saying is that if you have done well, how many of British people have you seen moving around everywhere? Of course, if they want to move, they can move. But what is the percentage of those who are moving for greener pasture? How many of them are economic migrants? Or you want to talk about Americans? Or you want to talk about somebody who is from Canada or Australia, all those developed countries? How many of them? It's not as if they are not having their problems, they don't have their own issues. But at the rate at which ours is just too big that we don't even know where to start from. And these people will be deceiving us. Oh, this and that. If you don't want people to be talking about this, do the needful. You guys are there. You are in APC. You came about with this change mantra, and yet you've not been able to fix the country. You are telling Nigerians again that Nigerians are too in a hurry. You are telling Nigerians that they think that you guys are magicians, that we just want a quick fix. What do you mean? If we have another government now, they are going to be telling us the same thing. Oh, the past administration, they did this. We are still trying to look at things. We are still trying to watch at what they have done. We are trying to make sure that things will get better. Before you know, 4 years has gone, and Nigerians will still be where they are. Nigerians will still be suffering. Nigerians, they will still be telling Nigerians to sacrifice, to be patient. For how long? It is always good for you people to come out and say, you people should not do this, this and that. Stop threatening people, because what the kind of life we are living in Nigeria now is not it. What is the difference between the standard of living of people compared to those who are not even not even alive? What is the difference? It's unfortunate that these people will continue to come and be lying to people. We'll be lying to people. But I just believe that a time will come that all these lies will not work again. A lot of people have not gotten it. A lot of people are not getting it. They are saying, oh, some people, they want to try to destabilize the country. They want to divide the country. They are doing it for their own interest or selfish interest. But you are suffering. By the time it will dawn on everybody Nobody will advise anybody, oh, don't do this, don't do that, or you now be suspecting people. Maybe it has not gotten to that level. Some people are just here afraid. But you guys are enjoying. Chief Bisi Akonde, you guys are enjoying. You don't have problem with electricity. You don't have problem with how you are going to pay your bills. You don't have problem. You don't have problem with security. You don't. You don't. You don't stay in your house for 3 days, 5 days without electricity, that you not be burning this thing. Even if you are burning fuel or whatever, you will not feel it because it's being provided by the government for you. So how would you know? How would you know that? These are the elders. You guys cannot even bring this country to a place of pride. You can't do that. You just love people suffering, millions of Nigerians suffering. What have you guys done? See the insecurity. You guys are not talking about that. Once they just talk about a separation, oh my goodness, all of them will come out like what I don't know. They will come out. There's no problem. With your advice, it's good. But what have you done to make sure that this your advice, people will take it? You can't expect people to continue to suffer. You say they should just be quiet. They should be bearing it. You can't continue to say that. In as much you are saying you want people to continue to talk about one Nigeria, you must do the needful. Once you do the needful, forget it. They will forget every other thing. 5 years down the line, what has your party done differently from a PDP? What has your party done? You love people suffering, just seeing them, to be bowing down to you, to be doing all of those things, to be calling you chief, to be calling you the leaders. That's it. Whether people are dying, whether they are whatever, that will no concern now. It no concern now. All of them, best of the same feather, the same way. They are threatening people, and you are not doing the needful. For how long is it going to take? You want to spend 20 years. Your party want to spend 20 years because you believe APC or PDP has spent 16 years. Now you want to spend 20 years before you now say, oh yes, we want to talk about it. If these people give them 50 years, the same complaint they will be complaining. They will tell you, oh, don't you know 16 years, it's not easy for you to repair some things that have been destroyed for 16 years. You want to get it fixed by just 5 years. That is what they are going to be telling you. Give them 30 years, the same complaint they will be giving excuses upon excuses. If you don't just want one Nigeria, if you want people not to be talking about it, do the needful. You guys are in government now. Do the needful before you guys leave, before you now start talking another thing. We know that by the time they leave government now, their language will change. So guys, let us hear your opinion with what this APC chieftain has said.